For most couples, when someone strays, when a husband is with another woman, it can end it all. But Elizabeth found for some couples, it actually keeps things going.
That's right, David. I spent some time last week with a couple where sex outside the marriage is actually part of their livelihood. They've made peace with what most other couples struggle with. Because when this woman says, "Honey, how was your day at the office?" it takes on a whole new meaning. The seductive lights of Hollywood lure thousands each year in search of their big break. For Caden Cross and Manuel Ferreira, that dream came true. Your business from the outside looking in, it looks like it would be easy and fun.
Yes, you're putting a camera in front of two people who are doing something that comes naturally. But there's a lot more to it.
But these two don't live on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, and their films are not playing at your local theater. You're more likely to find them online. What was your reaction when the first person said to you, "I think you should do an adult film"?
I never watched porn. I didn't have any feeling on it one way or the other. It just was not on my radar. It was more like like as if someone had just said, "Oh, you could be an astronaut." It was like that far out of left field.
Caden was discovered in her hometown near Sacramento and Manuel at an open casting call in France. By 21, Caden had made her first porn movie, and within 2 years, she was one of the highest paid performers in a $5 billion a year industry. That first film, aptly titled Caden's First Time, was with Manuel.
Oh, hey. Sorry, my lunch went long.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not in a rush.
Good.
A veteran of the industry and, at the time, a married father. That's how you met?
Yeah, we met
on your
that
very
way.
first shoot?
Yeah.
Didn't go, really great as far as a connection between the two of you.
I was so scared, and I was so nervous about how am I going to be perceived, and does my makeup look bad, and are they going to really find out that I can't act? And then there was that little fear that didn't occur to me until I was on set, where I started thinking, what if I've been doing sex wrong my entire life, and now I go and try to do it on camera, and it, everyone knows.
That's not how you do it.
Right, I really thought, what if no one told me I've been doing it wrong this whole time? So you're French?
Oui.
And you were gracious, but I was bad.
Is that how you remember it?
I only remember her incredible.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You're lying.
It would be 4 years before they would meet again. And when they did, life looked very different. Caden was now a full-fledged porn star, and Manuel was headed for divorce.
And I remember he showed up, and I was mid-sentence, and I saw him, and I was like, oh, that guy's beautiful.
That movie was called The Smiths. And much like Brad and Angelina on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, sparks flew.
That's you.
That's me? Is that? What do we do?
Okay, who's more embarrassed watching this? You guys
we're
or
gonna
me?
kiss. It's a telenovela. Look, we're gonna kiss. Yes. See? And then we were in love. That's a great kiss.
Caden and Manuel became porn's golden couple, the Brangelina of the industry. But as they fell in love, Manuel found it difficult to watch Caden work.
Porn stars, they're people too.
For the sake of their relationship, Caden agreed to stop having sex with men on camera, even though she was making more money, and Manuel would continue to perform with other women.
It was a lot of money to walk away from.
Why did you walk away from it?
It was a thorn in the side of our relationship.
I'm a jealous person.
So despite the fact that Caden was saying this is just business,
It's very difficult to understand how it's okay for me to do it and not for her.
why is it?
I know that when she did scenes with other guys, she would come home to me and love me. And I know that, I also know she was really good at her job. So it made it a little difficult.
He just didn't want me there. And I could see it in his eyes. It wasn't like he went crazy. You could just tell it bothered him, it hurt him.
Manuel admits his jealousy is a double standard, but he says his sex on porn sets is strictly business. So even though your job involves this incredibly most intimate physical experience two people can share, you're able to have a wall around it?
Of course, completely. It's not because I'm having sex with a person in a scene that I'm gonna hold hands with her after the scene. We're done, we're done.
Good morning.
Today, Caden has taken on a new role, more domestic goddess than sex goddess.
Hi, Papa.
9 months ago, she and Manuel welcomed a daughter. And these days, the woman who starred in more than 70 adult films is more likely to be found at the park than on a porn set. It's a new spin on the common perception of a porn star. Both Caden and Manuel went to college. They're both family and career focused. And Caden's even a burgeoning writer for many publications, most notably the New York Times.
Do you think people will be surprised to see how the two of you live, how pretty normal this is?
A lot of people are. I often hear people say, oh, you could have done anything. Why did you do this? And then I sort of want to explore that. I'm okay, well, tell me what anything is and how it puts me at age 29 with the love of my life and a baby in a nice house with my retirement set up, a good chunk of money in the bank, residual income, and all the free time to spend with the people I love.
Okay, so you can be talking as you come up.
Manuel has started directing his own films.
This is a favorite dress.
With Caden even pitching in to help out with wardrobe for the very women who will go on to have sex with Manuel.
Do you have like a little necklace?
Yeah, I have.
You did write, quote, I'm human, and I admit I size up the woman in the makeup chair. Is she sexier than I am? Smarter? Better in bed?
Yeah, I do. I size them up. Doesn't mean I get threatened and feel like you can't go to work, no, but I'm aware. I'm watching.
Think that sounds progressive? Well, how about living right next to your fiancé's ex-wife?
In addition to your normal life here, your normal life extends to your ex-wife.
Yes.
She lives right there.
As in, right next door. Manuel's ex-wife, Dana Vespoli, is also in the family business. A porn performer and director, she lives just steps away with their 3 young sons, completing this very modern family.
It's practical, it makes sense. It's just sort of easier for everyone.
What do they think Mommy and Daddy do for a living?
They understand that we work in some aspect of production.
So he knows you're making movies, but not what kind of movies?
Exactly.
But these parents know the day is coming when they will have to have a hard conversation about just what kind of movies they make.
It's not going to define us as parents.
Are you at all worried about the day that they see one of your movies? Or the questions that they might have?
The questions, they're not going to be fun questions. It's not like we're looking forward to that day.
We all want the same things, and we all love our kids, and we all work really hard to provide for them and to keep the family strong, and that's all that matters. And then secondary is like, and by the way, we make porn. Oh, I would have never guessed. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, like that. It's very nice.
Manuel is looking forward to the day when he can stop performing and focus solely on directing.
Do you think you'll miss that?
I don't think so, no.
You'll be ready to give up having sex with thousands of women to just this one woman?
It's weird. I don't want to sound cheesy, but it's almost like I started porn so one day I could meet her. I know it sounds cheesy. It is cheesy, is it?
I love
I don't want to sound cheesy.
Oh, look, we're gonna get... Yes!